best day ever, Facebook land. I'm Chris Burns, host of Becoming Your Greatest Possible Self, marathon and podcast. And in this video, we're going to be going deep with Miss Stacy Ellen, talking about the 3 things that it takes to awaken the leader within. So if you're excited, if you are ready to dive into this conversation, give me a thumbs up, give me a heart, blow it up with some love, because that's what we're here to do. Share, tag people who are needing this message. That is what I'm going to do as well as soon as Stacy comes on. So get excited for her to jump in here. We're going to have a lot of fun. Definitely. Oh yeah, it is Tuesday. We got the marathon tomorrow, by the way. Who's coming mañana? We about to get, oh my gosh, epic up in here. Dave, what's up? What's up? David Shahade, dude is a champion. Love you, bro. And just acknowledge all the greatness that you're bringing to the world, igniting people, empowering people, helping them to create their best life ever. You're a champion, man. Excited to see your podcast launch as well as your book, and to put all the years of experience that you have into really serving and supporting people in a big, big way, man. So I appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Nick James, what's Gucci Mang? Welcome, welcome. And Stacy Hall should be, or not Stacy Hall, Stacy Ellen should be jumping on here real soon. I'm going to make sure she got the invite. Boom, shakalaka, ready. Sent the ready, sent the ready, sent the ready. Love you, brother. Can we just like pause for a second and feel the appreciation for everyone who we love and everyone who loves us? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the amazing people in our lives. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the encouragement. Everyone who was there with us when we needed them in those down moments, when we didn't know how to get through, when we didn't know how to show up, when we didn't know what we were doing. We were trying to figure things out, or maybe we knew and we just got blocked. We had some things that got in the way from us really selves. Giselle, welcome, welcome. Make sure you share this out with anyone who you feel could value from this message. And we'll be diving in here real shortly, rocking it out. By the way, Stacy's got an event coming up in November that I really want y'all to hear about, because she's a powerhouse leader, speaker, coach, transformational expert. Bringing the fire. What's up, what's up? What's up, what's up?
Hey, it's making me turn, here we go.
Boom,
Hey.
Boom, shakalaka. Do you have headphones?
Can you not hear me well?
There's actually an echo.
Is it too much of an echo?
It's bad.
Hold on.
Check it out. I love it. It's something about Facebook. Because when I do lives and I don't have headphones, I hear the echo. And it's like, what's going on? Facebook, can't you get your stuff worked on, worked out? It's alright. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this platform. And I'm grateful you get to hear Chris Burns twice. Double the burn. Truth doesn't hurt, it burns. You get double the truth, double the burn. Can you guys hear the echo? I just want to confirm with the audience, not make sure it's just coming through my headset. Echo, do you hear Vince, what's up? What's up, man? Welcome. We're diving into this. Stacy, I believe, is grabbing some headphones so we can transform this auditory experience. Yes, I hear echo. Thank you, David. I will. Awesome people. What made your day awesome? Type it in the comments. We will. Sounds like something's breathing over there. Oh, no more echo. There we go.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, perfect. No echo.
Okay. These are my older headphones, so I just had my other one, anyway. we won't go into that.
It's always perfect. I love it. I love it. Thanks for being here, Stacy. I'm really excited to dive in, and I know you came on the marathon a while back, and did you say pause?
1 second.
Sure.
1 second.
Sure.
I know we're excited.
I love it. Transforming the auditory experience again. I was saying
Okay.
transforming the auditory experience again. You're a transformation expert, Stacy, and
Woohoo!
that's really one thing I loved about our interview when we did it on the marathon,
Yeah.
and the feeling that just like it was just so present, so just connected. I just loved our energy together in it,
Yeah.
and I love that we're representing ourselves to it. And you got an amazing event coming up that we're going to be telling people about. You're
Yes.
blowing the doors wide open. So I wanted to support however I can, just have people find out about you, especially in the San Diego area. I'm going to be tagging some people in the video so that they can find out about you. But why don't you share a little bit in your own words what you're up to these days, so people who are just finding out about you can get connected with you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Sorry for the delay. I had forgotten about the headphones. Okay. So hello everyone. I'm so grateful you're here. My name's Stacy Ellen and I am a transformation specialist. And what that means is that I mostly work with entrepreneurs and business owners, high achievers, really helping you transform any area of your life that you might feel stuck or overwhelmed, or you're not really stepping into your fullest potential. And so I often work with many business leaders and business owners because my background, I have an 18-year background of building businesses and marketing, sales, and personal growth. So I specialize, I connect both personal growth and leadership. And when we do the inner work, we create the outer prosperity. And so that is the ride I take people on when I work with people, whether it's one-on-one groups or mastermind or event, whatever. I do it all. So I'm
I
very
love it.
excited to be
I
here.
love
That's
it.
a high-level synopsis there.
It's perfect, Stacy.
Yeah.
This is perfect, and I really love today for everyone who's tuning in right now. When you can take an experience like growing a business, or when you can take an experience like doing the personal deep work and make it fun and make it a transformational experience, a journey. I really
Yeah.
feel that with you, Stacy. Like when people work with you, you have fun, you go deep, you really provide that huge transformation. So we're going to be diving into that, especially being an empowered leader, an awakened, empowered leader in today's day and age. We're going to get right to it. And again, everyone, if you want to find out more, you can talk to Stacy. You can send her a message. She has an event coming up in San Diego. It's going to blow your mind. But I just wanted to let you know that that's coming up. But Stacy, let's start diving
Yeah.
into these three powerful things. And why leadership? Why is that something that's really important to you these days?
Because I believe that everything, like I said, everything starts from within. So the more we master ourselves, the more that we can transform those around us, the more our environment transforms around us, the more the people that work for us or the leader that we want to be actually starts to come forth when we start to do the inner work and look at ourselves and take ownership for everything about ourselves and the world in which we currently sit.
Yes.
So leadership to me is all about, really owning your true potential and being able and sharing that with the world and being able to then guide others from that space of really being opened and aligned, mind, body, soul, to who you are, and really your deepest expression of you, like really allowing that to shine in the world. Because if you're in that space, then you will start to attract others. It will be more effortlessly. They will come to you because they will want what you have, right? Because you're sharing who you are with the world.
And I hear instead of putting our power in the things around us, our environment, situations, circumstances,
Yeah.
even people, jobs, whatever it is that is stopping people from getting what they want to get, blocks, stories, things, we really take back that power and recognize that it's been within us all along. And I think that's one of the biggest challenges with the world today is one, being disconnected from that power so that we don't
Yes.
feel like we can actually make a difference and be a leader, one, for ourselves and in our own life, but also two, for the people around us, not because we have to, but because, hey, we have awesome things that we want to share with people. We want to invite people to a better way. And we're not going to go like force people to do it. That's not what leadership is. It might have been
No.
in the past definition of, getting
Correct.
to like grow a business, but today's business, I believe it's about spirituality. It's about being connected with your source, with the purpose, with why you do things, and building strong relationships to create win-win scenarios and really have everyone be better off. So I love how you're empowering leaders, because we need more leaders in the world today to bring more light, to bring more love, to heal
Yes.
our planet, to like really,
Yeah.
there's so much going on. So I love what you're doing, Stacy.
Thank you. And that's so true. I feel like that was the old paradigm, right? And I remember working my way up that corporate ladder in my 20s and being in that paradigm of, I'm the leader and you do what I say, how I say to do it, when I say to do it. And my whole body, I mean, even talking about it, I'm going, because I felt it was so stifling. It stifled our own freedom as individuals of really, because I remember I'd want to share and I wasn't able to share in that moment because I felt like, it was the hierarchy. And I feel like now, like businesses, they are connecting, like for now, even science and spirituality are coming together as one. And it's beautiful.
I love it
right?
so much,
Like
yes.
they're connecting as one. And I firmly believe that even in business, I believe everything is a spiritual experience.
Yeah.
I love business. I love working with business people because that's my background and I enjoy it. And they always have this, this internal gumption and, to really make things happen and shake things up in the world. And business leaders are the ones that, the entrepreneurs are the ones that are out there taking a chance every single day and not always knowing, how things are going to turn out.
Yeah,
Right. And how,
this is great. I love business because it's the vehicle through which we can share and spread value, right? And there's
Yeah.
so many creative, genius people out there, even people who are tuning in right now who have brilliant ideas.
Yeah.
And business and entrepreneurship is the vehicle that brings the idea to the world, with you being the leader, with you saying, I'm doing this. I'm going to surround myself with leaders. I'm not the only leader. I'm going to surround myself with leaders, coaches, bring people onto my team who can help me get to where I want to go. But it's like a bigger thing. And so we bring that vision forward. So I think that's super powerful. I love talking about business. I want to dive into these three like big things for people, because I know that they're hungry. They want to say, hey, they're saying, what's this list? So let's dive into number one, Stacey. What do you think is the biggest thing that helps people awaken that leadership within themselves?
And so this is something you have heard before, but here's the deal. This is an ongoing practice for all of us, and that is mastering your thoughts. Mastering your thoughts, because thoughts are things, and everything is energy, and everything has an energetic vibration to it. So even our thoughts are helping us dictate what is being drawn to us or what is being pushed away from us at all times. So one of the biggest things, though, is that we're the creators of our reality. No matter what you believe in, higher power. Yes, I believe there's definitely higher powers in that, but we are the creators of our reality. We're humans with free will, right? Yes. So and with that, though, we actually our reality is really just our perception of what's happening. Right? So it's our belief around what's happening. So our beliefs are dictating our reality at all times. Yeah? And so we're living our own perceptions of reality. That's the full thing. So how do you, when you're living your own perception, that's something that's why it's so important when we're thinking about, like when we tune into our thoughts, like that we become the observer of our thoughts. That's the main thing. Like mastering your thoughts means becoming the observer of your thoughts. Yeah. Because if you're in your thoughts, then everything can get really convoluted because we're just running off of our own belief systems and our own perceptions of what reality. So if we have bring this down. So if we have a negative thought and we're frustrated, because we're in that negative space, how can you take a step back and look at that from a bird's eye view of what's really going on? Like, what is really happening? Is it really something negative happening to you, or how can you take responsibility for your part in creating what's actually happening right now? No
I,
matter what type of person's in front of you or situations in front of you.
this is been fantastic, Stacy. And if someone's out there listening, this like struck a chord with you, if you just feel in the resonance with this, like, oh my gosh, these like controlling my thoughts, being able to recognize I am not my thoughts, I'm the
Yeah.
observer, right? And even
Yeah.
controlling our thoughts, like we can, it's almost like a automatic machine that just keeps
Yes.
thinking for us. And so to just be aware that
Yeah.
that's going to keep happening. And how do we more consistently, habitually redirect our thoughts or engineer thoughts that are positive, that are empowering, that are uplifting? And so I really love this, especially for leaders, because we're going to face challenges, difficulties, stuff from our past is going to come up, and it's going to be right in our face,
Yes.
triggering us when we're dealing with other people, when we're dealing with situations. So to be able to on the fly say, hey, this is stopping me, especially when people go to your event or they work with you, Stacy, they start to get a hold of what are the stories, what are the narratives, what are the thoughts that
Correct.
keep running their reality and not allowing them to be free, to be love, and to really have, their best life ever.
Yeah. So, and one of the ways to do that is to pay attention to the words that are coming out of your mouth. So, if you're, and your thoughts, right? Because your thoughts are just, your words are coming from your thoughts.
Yes. Yeah.
So, and then those are coming from your belief systems. So, if you find yourself thinking, oh, here we go again, like, here we go again, or I know this person, they're going to do this or that, then you're actually living in past. You're actually not in the present, being open to a new possibility of that situation or of that person. So yeah, really. So being present is
Yeah.
the gateway, and being the observer. So getting present to, what am I thinking in this very moment? Am I thinking like this is going to happen, or like I'm already thinking like 10 steps down the line? I'm already worried about what's going to happen or what might happen, right? Versus being very present in the moment around. I am safe. Like right now, everything's beautiful. Everything is perfect. Like there isn't anything wrong in this moment. And the more you can get back to that, the more ease, the more flow you'll find in life and business.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
going one step at a time versus the thinking in, oh, here we go again, or things are going to happen like they did last time, or if we go too much into worry, anxiety, or I don't know how this is going to unfold, or I don't know what's going to happen, and then sit in that energy. Yeah, so
So great. I love
two
this.
amazing things you can do right away. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so powerful. And I want to hear from people who are tuning in right now. As far as
Yeah.
leadership, what does leadership mean to you? I want to hear, like, what does that mean? Are you struggling in any areas of leadership? Do you want to be a better leader, but you just don't know how? Is there certain blocks that come up? Why don't you put those in the comments right now? Would love to hear that from you. Stacy, is there anything that you want to hear from our audience? I know that we don't want to ask them to do too much, but is there anything that you want to find out about them, about leadership that they want to learn about?
Yeah, I mean, any place that you might feel stuck or overwhelmed or, not getting to where you want to go right now. What do you think that is, Or what's coming up for you right now? Because I just dropped some truth bombs there, and so now we get to look at that and look at it in our lives. Okay, where am I doing that? And the more honest you are with yourself and actually take time to do that, the more you'll be able to acknowledge it and move through it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And
I
not
know
stay in that.
I know you and I, we both have a lot of people around us who are committed to getting their message out, who are
Yes.
committed to making a bigger impact in the world. So that takes leadership. That takes
Yes.
standing in the face of the uncomfortable stuff, the thoughts that
Yes.
say you can't do it, the doubt, things like that. So David
Mm-hmm.
says, understanding what's going on and owning your knowledge. So understanding what's going on, I hear that's like being observant, right? Being aware
Yeah.
of what's going on, and then owning your knowledge as far as being a leader, to be able to apply that information, like I know you're doing, Stacy, with your event, like I'm doing with the 12-hour marathon, really
Yeah.
bringing people together and helping them get their message out. So it's like recognizing that each and every one of us has a platform. Can you share another secret, so to speak, around really owning our voice and owning the message that we have, Stacy? Does anything like that come up for you as far as being a leader?
Yeah, the voice and the message. So I mean, I believe that goes into fully unleashing your inner power. And that's one of the 3 secrets I wanted to share. So how are you unleashing your inner power? And part of that, Chris, is owning your voice, right? Is stepping in when, I always say in my talks, like, I love Brene Brown. If any of you have seen that special, it's amazing. Go watch it on Netflix. But she talks about the beauty of vulnerability, right? And that most of us think vulnerability is a weakness. And it's the furthest from. Being vulnerable is not knowing the outcome and being emotionally exposed and taking a risk. That's vulnerability. So it goes hand in hand with being courageous. That's what being courageous is too. So, really stepping into your own inner power on what is being courageous for you. And I know, I had one of my clients I was talking to today actually, and around owning your inner power, this is what was coming up for me before we got on the line here, was that, she had the best month she's had in a long time. Like the last month she made $2,000. This month she made 11 grand.
Wow,
and was so excited, and it was amazing. But in the same respect, she's like, I couldn't tell my parents. I couldn't tell my boyfriend. I felt like I could only tell you.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, so then we knew there was there are some things to look at around that, because when we aren't sharing our successes with the world and really owning our own power around that, guess what? The universe is just responding to you all the time.
Wow.
So you've got to be able to share those type of successes with everyone, because then the universe is saying, oh, this person's saying, yes, more please.
Yeah.
Right? Or they're saying, no, I don't want this anymore. I'm scared to have this success. So instead of really shining her light fully, even though she did amazing things, so, we had her go through a bunch of things to celebrate her on the call. And she then, is going to go tell her honey, which she knows that he supports her. But when somebody isn't at the same space as you, and I often get this question, like, what if, they're going to be angry because they didn't make 11,000 this month, So what if? So those types of things come into play. And if somebody truly loves and cares about you, right, they're going to want to see your success and be there for you. And if it's triggering to them, or, they feel icky around it or something, then that they probably need to do some work around money consciousness,
Right,
and making more money themselves. And it has nothing to do with you.
Well, also the ability to have the conversations, those tough conversations, Stacey, like when you achieve success and you deserve to celebrate it. You deserve to celebrate every single step. And anyone who says, oh, that's being arrogant, it's being egotistical, those are the people who have been programmed to believe that you shouldn't be too happy. You shouldn't be too expressive. Don't be too much.
Right.
And so
too much.
like you don't buy into that narrative. Say, hey, I'm proud of this. I'm going to share it.
Yes.
And it's really important to me, and especially to the people who I love, like you're saying, Stacey. And if those people have some kind of adverse reaction, then that's the best opportunity to have a real conversation saying, hey, I know I'm valuable. I know this is important to me. And I really came from this loving place to share it with you. What comes up on your end that doesn't allow you to be able to share the joy with me? Like what's going on? Like, does it feel like, what are you feeling? And so really just getting in their world, that's also a really great quality of a leader as well.
And I know you're amazing at that, because you do all the relationship coaching. So that's so it though. It gives you the opportunity then to connect with your significant other from a different space, right? Maybe one that you haven't connected with them before.
Yeah.
Because she's amazing. So like, let's all celebrate that, right? And I mean, there's ways to, and it wasn't celebrating, like there's a difference between being in our ego, right? And being from that space versus, like owning, like really stepping into your power, because it takes a lot to get up every morning, live in that possibility space as an entrepreneur, and know that you can create. And we are the creators every moment, right? We are creating. So if we find our heads or our body being like, no, I can't do this, or I can't share this, or this is going to be like it was before, that's when we stop and take that breath and just know that we are creating in every moment. Each individual moment we get to start again. That's the cool part about this life, right? Like every day we get up and we get to say, woohoo, let's do it again.
That free will,
right?
it's free
Start over.
Will. Yep.
Yeah,
my
we don't have
gosh.
to recreate what we were doing, right? Like we get to be new and fresh every day.
I
Mm-hmm.
love it. I love it. And David
Yeah.
said, constantly working on yourself as we are evolving to a higher level. There's always a
Yeah.
higher level. Amen. I
Oh, always.
so resonate with that.
Yeah.
David also said, we become what we think about. And Petia said, that's amazing. So this is
Cool.
so much gold, Stacy. I want to bring it home with
Good.
the final secret that we want to share with our
Yeah.
audience. Just in terms of what you've been noticing about
Yeah.
leadership, really having people own their power and awaken that leader within. What do you have to share?
Okay. And this is interesting because most people think they get this, and then I find they don't. And so I'm just gonna be blunt about that one. But it's managing your energy. Okay? So here's the deal. We all have different energy capacities. We all are always, I know for myself, I'm always striving to be very aligned, mind, body, soul. And I'm just going to be very vulnerable with you all right now. Like planning a big event, multiple day event, or planning a retreat, you might be able to contest to this, Chris. It's no joke, you know?
Right.
It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of stamina. It is ongoing promotions and creation and all the things you
Yeah.
put together when you want to really share your gifts with the world, step out in a bigger way, as I awaken my own leader within and assist others there. So I just in that and just know that so we all have energy that ebbs and flows at all times. And same with our business. Our business is always ebbing and flowing. Sometimes we're rocking it and sometimes it's, a little downtime, and that's okay. We have to be okay in the down to be able to go back up. And we have to realize when we're in the very outward, extroverted, like I am right now, and what I'm doing right now, because the event's in 5 weeks, like it is game on, right? So when we're in that, oh yeah, go, when we're in that space,
Yeah.
it is so important. I know for me I have to take breaks. I have to acknowledge that I can go more than I can, more than I have in the past. And I have to be cognizant of my own body and what I can do, because it's not the same body as in my 20s. I can tell
Right.
you that. So you have to learn your body, learn your emotional state. Like I was at a conference. I ran this panel at this conference. And before that, I spoke at another conference. I mean, I was game on for a long time. And then yesterday, guess what? I crashed. I crashed. I was like, you know what? I have to just put things away.
Yeah.
And so we need to honor the cycles of ourselves and our body and really start to understand our own energy as we're building business, as we're moving through life. Because if we're tired and we're not getting sleep, you better believe that's going to affect your thoughts about people, things, your emotions that are taking place. And you're not going to get as much reception as you want from others because they're going to feel that. It's all energetically. They might not see it in your voice, but they're going to feel it. And that's the energy piece. I had one realtor. I remember that he would always, when he would take off from normal like hustle mode and go to the beach down in Mission Beach and stay there for a week at this house he rented, he would always get more business. He's like,
Wow.
I always close more deals while I'm at the beach. That week I'm at the beach
That's
out of all the
amazing.
weeks of the year.
Wow.
Because when you take the time off, you rejuvenate, right? You allow your body to catch up with your mind and your soul that are like, go, go, go. So you relax your system. Yeah, our whole system gets to relax. It gets to rejuvenate. And then and that allows us to get those creative juices flowing again too.
Yeah.
Because I got to tell you, when I'm tired, it's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not flowing.
I'm useless.
And it's so important. That's what now that it's something that I have to realize more than ever before, and really learn to create my schedule in a way that I do get certain breaks. And I even say, like, in the middle of the day, go outside, take a quick walk, commune with nature. If you put your feet in nature, it'll ground you. You'll get back, connected to your body. Breath gets you back to connected to your body, like just stopping, letting it out, taking some deep breaths. Yeah. And and really, and getting back to the present moment, And
I love
gratitude.
This is powerful, Stacey. This is gold. I specifically hear as a leader, you are responsible for making sure that your energy is great for everyone around you as well, for your clients, for your team, for the
Yes.
cause that you're serving, and to bring anything less than your best. And of course, there's going to be seasons, there's going to be ebbs and flows, but at least to set the intention that I'm going to bring my best, I'm going to bring my A game, I'm going to be in optimal energy every time I'm working. And if I'm not in that energy, then it's my responsibility to go recharge, to go do whatever it takes to get myself back into state, to give myself some TLC, to give myself some nature, whatever it might be. And also what I heard in there that I want to highlight for our audience is the vibrational effort, the energetic effort over physical effort, right? Both are important. The physical effort, the doing, the actually going out there and doing the things, like that's important. And in my opinion, a lot of people are not focused on the more important one, which is the vibrational effort. So aligning your energies, your thoughts, your being to attract to you that reality that you so desire. Like, who do you get to become to really manifest that? And I know, like, there's so much that we could even go into even more.
You just wrapped up the package. Whoop, you put a bow on top. You did.
There's so much that we could go into, and I know you're going to be covering a ton at your event. So tell us about your event and who should attend.
Yeah, so thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you for the bow on the package. That was great. Present. It was good. Yeah, you did just wrap up everything beautifully, because it all goes hand in hand around who you're being, right? And if you're aligned, and that's what's really coming into your world or not coming into your world. So thank you. And yes, I'm excited. In 4 weeks, it is November 14, 15, 16 at the Hyatt Regency Mission Bay, so local here in San Diego. It is my 3-day conference called Awaken the Leader Within. Ah, can you see?
Yes.
That's the beautiful Mission Bay.
That's awesome.
So it's geared to entrepreneurs and business owners, and it's all around self-mastery and stepping into your next level of leadership. And we talked about that. We all have a next level. Yep. So whatever that is for you, that is what you are going to be really learning how to access over the 3 days. We're going to clear anything getting in your way. And then the second day, we go into a lot of wealth consciousness. So how do you up-level your wealth and create consistent income? And then overarching, even the third day, is really like stepping into that next level of leadership. And what does that look like? And how do we sustain it? And how do we grow it? Yeah, I have some amazing, a couple of amazing people coming in for the panel, like experts coming in for the panel, but I haven't announced that yet, so I'm not going to say here yet. But we have some surprises, like some healing surprises that the first night that are going to be amazing. Some specialists coming in and really helping everyone get really tuned and aligned and feel good place. And the actual event right now, we have a limited number of scholarship-free tickets.
Okay.
So if this is something that you and your audience feels called to, all you have to do is go to events.staceyellen.com. So that's events.staceyellen.com. And that's the event sales page. We are asking, there is $100 refundable ticket. So all you have to do is that's why there's a credit card. You put down the card for $100 and you show up, and we're going to give that right back to you. You have a crisp $100 bill. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's seat deposit, so we know, what to tell the hotel there.
Yeah.
So I'm gifting a lot more information here, and this has been great, Chris. I appreciate it.
I love what you're doing.
If anyone has questions, I'm here. I'm not a pie in the sky person. Like, I love to connect with people, and that's a big part of these 3 days for me as well. Not only are you going to be immersed in up-leveling who you are in your business, but you also get to connect with the people in the crowd and get to know each other and interact, and you never know who you're going to meet or what you're going to leave with. So I really encourage you to get your ticket now and come join us.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love it. And who's the perfect person who should be attending? I saw Pierre say, I want to go. So definitely go to
perfect.
the website. I think I pasted it in the comments. I'm not sure if it's showing up or not,
Yeah,
but
it's geared towards entrepreneurs and business owners.
okay.
I'm sure there will be a couple visionaries in there too, just stepping into
Hmm.
the space, but it is, yeah, geared towards the entrepreneur business owner market. Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Awesome. So
And men and
thank
women too. Men and women. I work with both. It's half and half. So, yes, you are all welcome.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So Pierre asked, can I have the info again? I think I pasted it. It's events.stacyellen.com. Is that where they go? Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So go
Cool.
there, Pierre, check it out, get your ticket, man. And
Yeah.
it's coming up this November. And Stacy, this has been an absolute blast. I love what you're doing. Love what
Yeah.
you're
Thank
creating.
you.
I'm excited to see next year's event because I'm going to be in Bali at the same time. I'm like,
That's
oh, I
right.
want to
You can't make this one.
go.
So
When
some
you,
of you fans need to come for him because yeah, he's
yeah.
gonna be doing his own amazing things, which I so honor you for doing that. I love it.
When you
He,
posted that post about MCs,
oh yeah.
MC, I was like, oh my gosh, I would crush it as an MC for Stacy next year,
Dang
next year.
it. Next, yeah.
So
Well,
yeah, I
this is
super
not the last.
no,
Yeah.
no. This is just the beginning, and you are
Just
crushing it. You are rocking it. So thank
thank
you so
you.
much for sharing your love,
Yeah.
sharing your wisdom, your energy, and these distinctions with our leaders, with our entrepreneurs, and our visionaries in
Yeah.
the audience, so they can become their greatest possible selves. I super, super appreciate you.
Beautiful. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate you as well. This was an
Awesome.
honor.
All right, we'll see you soon. Okay.
Okay. Okay.